A 3/4 mile high banked paved oval, USA International hosts USAR Hooters Pro Cup Series, ASA Southeast Asphalt Tour, Super Late Model Stock Car events each season. Located in Lakewood, USA International Speedway's Central Florida location makes it a year-round facility. Add the track's configuration, relatively long straights, to a tight bank turns that test both braking and suspension setup, and it's clear why top NASCAR teams, which face strict limits on testing at tracks that host their series, spend a lot of time in Lakeland. Much of the COT development took place at USA International Speedway. Tonight is the home for the Spark Racing League's mini stock series here on the Overdrive Automotive Media YouTube channel. My name's Cam Gillens, and we're gonna get up on the action as we get right into qualifying. All right, we're picking up action right with the 36 Jacob Nickerson. Looks like he goes to the second best lap of 23:59. We'll go in and check the cooldown lap of the 60 of Steve Vest. Looks like he's got to best at 23:61. Now it is 69 of Larry Pauling. It looks like to his best is the 24:45. Looks like we got a couple more minutes. Wait for their last remaining cars to take their shot at tonight's qualifying. So USA Speedway is kind of one of the classic short tracks that we all come to love on the series, especially this one. So if the mini stocks compared to all the others, it's kind of hard because you kind of have to stand more into the brake going in the center of the corner, and you try to keep straight on the brakes as you're braking down. That way you can get a nice drive off. Tonight it looks like we're gonna have some strategy go along. Be two stop race tonight. It's gonna be very interesting to see how everyone gets to negotiate all this. Alright. We're gonna go board up the 4 of Nathan Gentry. Ooh, he taps the wall there. Oh, got a blink there. Alright, looks like that's going to be the qualifying as we're getting ready to grid up. Gonna go on and take a look at our laps. So it looks like on the pole we have the 27 of Ryan Phillips of a time of 23.478, followed by 36 of Jacob Nickerson. Steve Vest in third. The 13 of Jake Mockey in fourth. The 39 of Sean Holland in fifth. The 6 of Larry, or 69 of Larry Pauling in sixth. The 42 of Paul Thomas in seventh. And rounding out our field is the 4 of Nathan Gentry. Alright, as we're getting up to go. Kind of a short field there tonight, so hopefully we're gonna get some nice door-to-door action going on. I'm sure the field's gonna be a little bit strung out. Kind of representative of what's been going on the last couple races here on the mini stock series. On the green, the 27 of Ryan Phillips gets the jump. Looks like the 60 of Steve Vest gets on the inside of 36 of Jacob Nickerson. As they're fought out for second. Looks like the 13 of Jake Bocke slotted in fourth, with the 39 of Sean Mulholland right behind him. Looks like Nickerson just got a little tight. He's gonna leave Vest to get on the inside of him. As Ryan Phillips gets to jump. Oh, now there goes Jacob on the inside. Got a little tight, and he's going to get the momentum coming back on the outside. Looks like Mockey in the 13 is going to follow suit. It's like Jacob gets slotted in second. See if he can get a rhythm down and see if he can chase down Ryan there. Looks like Jake Mockey's going to get a good run coming on the back stretch. Looks like Nickerson's going to take a more defensive line. Mockey's going to try to get the momentum coming out down the short stretch. It looks like Mulholland's kind of keeping a couple guys in tow, and it looks like Nickerson gets it all tight. It's going to open the door for Mockey. Let's see if he can get some good momentum. See if, as we're going to get close to a side draft there. Nickerson kind of gets stuck on the outside. He's trying to pinch Mockey down. Oh, as Nickerson and it looks like Mulholland both tapped the wall. So Ryan just pretty much just took up and left these guys. Well, it looks like finally, Mockey's going to get in front of Nickerson. See if Nickerson can get over to do the crossover. Looks like Steve Vest is going to prevent that as he gets to the inside of Nickerson as well. See if these guys get some momentum, especially Maki now he's ahead of that group. See if he can get in tow and chase down Ryan here. We're gonna go on board with Nickerson right here. See if we can get some good lap. Very gentle on the throttle. Looks like he's a little ginger coming out. Trying not to spin the tires. Very gingerly braking. About there is when you let off the brakes, let the car take a set, and then looks like he's a little loose on exit. Well, board Vest to see if he's a little loose too. Let's see. Yep, right about the center of the corner, and then you just gently start putting the throttle down. Make sure you don't spin the tires and cause wear. So him and Maki might be just trying to set some fast-paced laps. See if they can catch Ryan. Take it back a little further. Let's take a look at 42 of Paul Thomas that started out back. It's him and Nathan Gentry is fighting for the 6th position. Oh, Nathan gets in underneath him as he makes the pass. Go back out front. Ryan Phillips is still up front. Looks like this group just got single file. Yeah, the fuel strategy, like I said before, it's got to make for this to be a 2-stop race. You got 25% fuel load on these setup. So it's going to make it interesting to see if some of these guys short pit. Maybe get some tires on these cars to see if they can make up some of that gap back from Ryan. Looks like Nickerson's looking to see if he can get back underneath Vest there for 3rd. And it looks like he does. Looks like Mulholland's thinking about doing the same to see if he can follow suit through these guys. Go back and look at Gentry and Thomas. Looks like Pauling might be starting to make some more ground up on these couple out in the back of the pack. So we're gonna go back up here. It looks like Mulholland got underneath Vest as well. Oh, his Vest gets loose and he saves it. Great save. back out front. And the gap looks like about right about 3.5 seconds back from Phillips all the way back to Maki. Looks like 2/10. Also looks like Nickerson's just maybe about a 10th quicker than Maki is right now. As this field gets spread out, as we're probably getting ready to say a first round of green flag pit stops in a few laps. Go back, take a look at this Paul Thomas and Gentry battle once more. We're going to board with Maki. See if we can tell how well his car is handling it at this point. He's just barely feathering the throttle too. Very easy coming in and out of the corner. Looks like everyone's starting to push it a little bit. The tires are starting to go away. Looks like that Phillips has grown that lead to about 4.25 seconds. We'll go back, take a look at this battle between Nickerson and Mulholland. Looks like Mulholland got a little loose coming out of the corner right there. So looks like we got our first takers in the pit road. We got our leader coming down. Looks like our whole field's coming down. They all decided if the leader's coming in, they gotta come in because they were already a couple seconds down, so try to minimize that time balance between all of them. So it looks like Phillips gets out first. See who gets out second. Looks like Maki's gonna get out second. Then Nickerson. Then Vest. Mulholland, a very prolonged stop there. So let's reset the field. It looks like coming off of stops, but Phillips has grown his lead to about 7.5 seconds. That prolonged stop Mulholland had is going to put him right in the clasps of Phillips and putting him a lap down. This field is spread out now. And it looks like next car from Phillips is Mulholland. That Kirby car is so cool. uh, we're gonna go on board with Phillips as he reels in Mulholland here. As we're about to come to halfway. Looks like Phillips has grown his lead a little bit further on Maki now. Looks about right about 8 seconds. Then it's another 7 seconds back to Nickerson. Then it looks like another 3 seconds back to Vest. Oh, Phelps gets by Mulholland to put him a lap down. Looks like Maki's about kept the lead between him and Phillips about right at 8 seconds. As we go through the fields once more. So, looked like Maki had a little bit better of a pit stop compared to Nickerson and Vest. Got him out by quite a bit more seconds. Looks like he just starts pulling away from Nickerson. As we're all coming to the left 40 of 70. So as you can see how close we're getting to the bottom line. That's where the line is here. So you'll see as you're going up higher in the corner to arc it down into the center of the corner. As you can see on the braking, these mini stocks here are getting uber tight. You might have been pushed tight, pushed loose at that point, it sounded like from Jacob. That might be why he's starting to lose quite a bit of time. Looks like Maki has put a couple tenths back into the bank from Phillips. As we're getting ready for him to come back up on left traffic once more. The 69 of Larry Pauling. He's also starting to come real invest to put him a lap down. So it looks like Phillips has been about 10th and a half quicker than Maki. Then about a half about 7/10 of a second ahead of Nickerson. It looks like Vest is starting to reel in Nickerson a little bit. Looks like Phillips is coming back of him. He's right on board the back of Vest. See Phillips starting to reel him in quite a bit. There's a couple of 23 go. I think we're probably about another 12 laps before we see our second cycle of pit stops. We might see some guys. Probably the only one that makes a lot of sense is Maki. See if he can short pit and on fresher tires trying to gain some back on Phillips. So that's something to keep an eye on to see if he decides to do that. I expect that within the next 8 to 9 laps. Maybe a little bit before that. As Phillips is about to put a lap down on our third place, Jacob Nickerson. As Nickerson pulled away from Vesta a little bit down this long stretch. Oh, and that pretty much killed my thought on that. As Phillips comes down, I'm pretty sure as a defensive move tries to block Maki from short pitting on him. Now I think Maki's going to try to lay it out a little bit. Put down some fast lap times to see if he can make up a little bit of time. He's got fresh track. As he's put our Phillips a lap down. So it's like the 36 Nickerson decides to come on down. So it looks like these other guys I was in that second pack starting this race trying to play the long game on Phillips, see if we can get a quick caution and get it trapped a lap down. Looks like Maki's had enough of that. He's got to bring her on down. So it looks like we got Mulholland and Vest that's still staying left out. Oh, looks like Mulholland's deciding that's enough, coming on down. Looks like Vest is going to follow him through. Alright, so let's see where Phillips is. Oh! That's sure gonna cost Maki a little bit. Looks like that did a little bit in Maki's favor. It looks like he gained about 3 seconds on Phillips on that one. Phillips as he's getting ready to put Mulholland lap down. It's like, looked like Mulholland did pretty good on that cycle of stops. Looks like he gained a position on Nickerson. See if Nickerson can reel him in. Looks like he's gained about a second on him so far. Go and check on Maki. He's right behind 42 of Paul Thomas. Looks like Nickerson is reeling him in. It's down to less than a second now. Oh, he is coming. He is about there. Oh. Let's see if the four of Nathan Gentry might make this quite a bit interesting with these one lap guys battling out. Oh! As Nickerson gives Mulholland a little tap. See if we can reel him back in. We're gonna keep an eye on here because it's the best battle on track. Oh! See what Jacob can do here. Nathan's kind of put him in. Got him in a bad spot. Oh, as he taps him in the center of the corner. Again, he can't get the drive off. Let's see if Jacob can maybe do like a high line and try to get the momentum coming down the stretch and try to diamond it off. We'll see if he comes to that. Yeah, there he goes. Oh, he kind of diamonded it there. Go high. There he goes. He gets just a little high. Let's see if he can diamond the corner and get turn coming off. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Oh, he's on the outside. Let's see if he can keep the momentum and get the run down the backstretch. The 2 to go. Alright, go back here. Alright. Let's see if you can do it, Jacob. That's where he does the white flag. Oh, does he sense it? Oh, you got him loose. He's gonna have one more shot at this. I don't think he's gonna have quite enough. He does not. So Ryan Phillips comes in first. Jake Maki comes home second. Sean Mulholland in third. Jacob Nickerson in fourth. Fifth is Steve Vest. Sixth is the 4 of Nathan Gentry. Seventh is the 42 of Paul Thomas. And round out the field is the 69 of Larry Pauling. We'll go back and see if we can keep an eye on that. As we get ready, these guys, we're gonna see if we can keep a look on that battle one more time as Nickerson gets into it a little bit. It looked like Mulholland kind of pinched him down and got him loose on the apron, and he started to come back a little bit. Right here, he's looked like Nickerson kind of gave him a little shot right there. Looked like Mulholland was a little easy getting in and get the run off back, and Nickerson was just quite a bit aggressive. He just couldn't get the run coming out of the corner. And he gets another shot right there. That's why he started going high a little bit to see if he could create some momentum. Which he did. Just couldn't get enough to do the crossover to get underneath him. This is good. Just hang out one last little time right here as we come across the line. Alrighty. So let's once again take a look at the overall results. So like I said, we got Ryan Phillips, Jake Maki, Sean Mulholland, Jacob Nickerson, Steve Vest, Nathan Gentry, Paul Thomas, and Larry Pauling. Alright. Now comes our portion of the race. We're going to pull and talk to our top 3. Starting with the third of Sean Mulholland.
Oh.
Sean, this is Cameron in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Not a bad first drive here at the mini stocks. How'd that go for you?
That was a lot of fun. I had a bit of an issue with the first pit stop, but managed to catch up well enough, and then Jacob raced me hard, Jacob raced me well, and I got lucky enough to hold on.
So, were you having a bit of problems with as the tires started going along? I know it looked like some of them, like especially the end of that first run, started getting tight. Did you have that similar problem?
Yeah, I definitely had that problem. And I think a lot of it was all of us, especially when we were bunched up there, a lot of us in each other's heads.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were all tight because the guy in front of us was tight, you know?
Yeah. And it looked like Jacob was really going a little hard those last couple of laps trying to get to you. I was like, I don't know if you were going more easy in the corner to get the run off or what was going on there.
Yeah, I was trying to get it low because I knew that if he got his full nose in there, I was done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I backed it off a little bit, and really he fought well, but I held on where I could.
All right. Have anybody you want to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, I just want to thank Jake and the rest of the Big Fast team. I race on Wednesdays with the Xfinity Series here with them, and honestly, they're a wonderful crew. Always treated me right, and yeah,
All right. We'll let you go. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you later.
talk to you.
All right, that was the 39 of Sean Mulholland. Finished our thirds. Now we're going to pull in our second place, the 13 of Jake Mockey. Jake, this is Cam in the booth. You got me?
What's up, Cam?
Hey, how did that go?
Oh man, I wish I had more speed like Ryan did tonight, but
Yeah, he just
he's,
kind of got
he's
out there and just kind of shot out there and kept it.
he got a nice. So I kept messing up my pit entry tonight. I was diving it a little bit deep and then not going in fast enough like I should, and I kept messing that up, and that's where he pulled away in that first pit stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that second stint, he got a nice gap, and
Mm-hmm.
I just kept messing that up tonight, and I probably should have practiced it a little bit more, but overall, podium is still good, and you know, take the finish where we can. And
Mm-hmm.
at this point, points is all that matters. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're looking at.
Mm-hmm. As I was just talking to Sean, and it seemed like the longer the run, the tighter everyone got. And I, I was telling him that it seemed like Jacob was going really aggressive going in the corner, but he was struggling getting loose on exit, and he was just kind of gentle going through the corners and got to drive off. I don't know if you had this similar situation.
Yeah.
One.
So USA is definitely the most unique track for the mini stocks that we've ran this season,
Mm-hmm.
which is kind of crazy to say, but it definitely was. With some setups, you know, you were running third gear, chipping into the corner, and then fourth was what you wanted to be on the straights. Sometimes it was a very strange way to go about it, but you know, the iRacing default, you could run it in fourth the whole night, but it was just
Mm-hmm.
it just felt like you were just bogging down too much in the corner that you kind of
Mm-hmm.
wanted an extra gear, but
Mm-hmm.
you didn't want to go down that gear. So it was just a very weird way to drive through the corners tonight because,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, USA has such long straights. So
Mm-hmm.
it was a very unique challenge, but I kept kind of cooking my tires up a little bit on that final, you know, run that we had because I took
Mm-hmm.
tires through that first stop. So
Yeah.
those 40 laps on those on that set didn't feel too great, but I think I had enough of a buffer to just kind of rock it out there at the end and
Yeah. I kept
just
I kept thinking that you were gonna try to short pit him to get some of that gap back, but he kind of got rid of that. Kind of
I
pitted it a little bit early.
Ryan just gapped it so much through that after that first stop that
Mm-hmm.
I kind of knew I had nothing for him, and not for nothing. And Ryan's very strong at USA.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of his best tracks since I've started to hang with him. He runs
Mm-hmm.
very good here every time, so I was
Mm-hmm.
not surprised by his pace at all tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Wish I had something for him, but yeah, P2 is still good. We'll take it.
All right. Everybody you want to thank before we let you go?
All right, well, Mystic Metals, Brokeman's Graphics, Overcut Sim Endurance Planner, Number One Hero Cards, Big Fast Racing. Congrats. I think this is, I don't know how many Big Fast Racing podiums we've had this season, but um, it's always cool to kind of lock out the podium with the team. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, overall, it was a good night.
All right. Thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you later.
Oh, I almost forgot. Thank you, Cam.
It's all good. All right.
I got you though. Have a good one, buddy.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
See ya.
All right, so that was the 13 of Jake Maki, finished in second. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring in our winner for tonight. Ryan, this is Cam in the booth. You got me?
I got you, Cam.
Hey, that was a pretty strong race for you. How'd you think that went?
It was pretty good, man. I'm happy with the win and really proud of my team 123 BFR. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what Jake was just saying. That he's really happy about that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So happy about that. I'm glad I didn't wad a race car up because that's been what I've been doing lately. So
Seemed like that wasn't really a problem for you since the
No.
drop of the green flag there.
Yeah, I just ran it clean tonight. Everybody that was getting lapped was real respectful, so that was nice too. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, and like I was telling Maki, I was kind of expecting him to try to short pit you. The second pit is to try to get some gap back down from you, but you kind of took care of that.
Yeah, I don't know what my auto fuel's doing. I had to end up pitting a little bit earlier anyways, so almost ran out of fuel there. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. So
Did you have any tight or loose conditions? I know talking to the other two, they were getting a little tight as the run went around because they burned up the tires quite a bit.
no, I kept the right front under me pretty good. I'm pretty good at this racetrack at keeping the right front under me, so I just kept it pretty balanced. A lot of people like to arc into the corner here, and if you cut that down, it seems to help the right front. So
Well, that's good. I'm on the ones that like I said, I tested these cars a little bit before this, and I've always arced it a little bit, so that's actually some good advice there.
There you go, buddy. A little bit of advice.
All right, before we let you go, you have anybody you want to shout out to?
Just Big Fast Racing, Spark. Thanks to you for broadcasting. It's pretty cool when somebody's broadcasting. Thanks to all the sponsors like Overcut and Broke Man's Racing or Broke Man's Graphics. Everybody that pours money into this thing at Spark, I'm grateful to it. So.
All right, thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, buddy.
See ya.
Bye.
All right, that was our winner tonight of Ryan Phillips. Like I said, he just kind of jumped out from the beginning, pretty much just gapped everyone, and the way this just stayed green this whole race, and it seemed like everyone was just, as it was coming up, started battling out between each other and burned up all their stuff, and then pit stops kind of broke stuff up and the whole 9 yards, and Ryan was able to keep everyone in tow for the whole race. So we're going to put up one last look at the overall results before I let you guys go. So let's probably pull that back up one last time. Alright, so like I said, so our once last time, so Ryan Phillips in 27 was our winner. The 13 of Jake Maki was second. 39 of Sean Mulholland was in third. The 36 of Jacob Nickerson in fourth. The 60 of Steve Vest in fifth. The 4 of Nathan Gentry in sixth. The 42 of Paul Thomas in seventh. And the 69 of Larry Pauling in eighth, and running out of our field tonight. All right. That about does it for me tonight. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure always bringing these to you between this and our the new Full Spark podcast if you haven't checked that out. I appreciate if you did. It's a wrap up of all these races through the week that the Spark Racing League does. I host it, and that usually comes out the last of the week. So keep an eye on that on YouTube or any place where all podcasts are available. And I appreciate if you give this a like and subscribe to the channel. And that does it for me. All right, this has been Cam Gillens for the Overdrive Automotive Media YouTube channel.